All right, here's your homework on solving equations. The best is you need to do it first and then watch the video to see if you did it right. If you need support, then look at the work that I'm doing. So I'm going to subtract 2. 7 take away 2 is 5. Then I'm going to divide by -3, and the answer is -5/3. I'm going to distribute here. That's 14x and -8. So first you need to do the work, then you can check. Add 8. -22 plus 8 is -14. Divide by 14 and you have your answer. So -14 divided by 14, the answer is -1. Number 3, distribute. So you're going to multiply both numbers. Then you're going to combine like terms. Again, press pause and try it. That's the best. A -35 plus 3 is -32, and then we're going to add 7 to both sides. That's 71. And then divide by 32. And I don't think that simplifies down, so I'm going to leave it as that answer. So make sure that I did it correctly. Make sure I didn't make a silly mistake. And that's it. It doesn't simplify. All right, we're going to multiply 4x minus 4 and -18 and -3x. I'm going to add 3x. That gives me 7. I'm going to add 4. That gives me what? -14. And then divide by 7, and I get my answer. So 14, -14 divided by 7. So the answer is -2. All right, try number 5 and try number 6. So we're going to multiply. Make sure a negative times a negative is positive 8x. We're going to combine like terms. So I'm going to subtract 4x to both sides. 8 take away 4 is positive 4x. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. 24 plus 8 is 32. Then when I divide, you have your answer. So 32 divided by 4, and you have your answer, which is 8. All right, last one that's linear. So again, we're going to multiply -24x multiply -16. And then we're going to combine like terms. So -24, positive 4, that's -20. Add 16. And if you subtract those are negative, what is that? 64. Divide by -20. It does not go in evenly. So a negative divided by negative is positive. I'm going to divide by 4. So that's 21/5. All right, on to quadratic. Next page. So number 7. I want to solve it. So I'm going to subtract 1 to both sides. Then I'm going to divide by 9. Now remember, so 9 divided by 9 is 1. When you square root, the answer is both positive and negative. So what number times itself is 1? It's 1. So it's positive 1 and negative 1. Number 8. Again, you should press pause and try it. Subtract 2. Divide by 100. When I square root here, the answer is going to be both positive and negative. And recognize, you just square root each one separately. So 81, it's 9, 100, it's 10, and you have your answer. In number 9, you're solving an equation where the factors are already there in front of you. So we just take each factor equal to 0 and solve it. So I'm going to add 6. I'm going to divide by 5. And there's one answer. So one answer is 6/5. I'm going to subtract 4. And then I'm going to divide by 3. So the second answer is -4/3. Again, you should try it. Set up 2 equations, solve it, then press play to see if you did it right. So the first factor equal to 0. The second factor equal to 0, and then solve it. So I'm going to add 4. I'm going to divide by 5. So I have one answer, which is 4/5. I'm going to add 3, and that's it, and it's over. So those are my 2 answers. Number 11. See if we get here. There it is. So again, each factor equal to 0. So I'm going to add 5. And I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to subtract 7 and divide by 2. So one answer is positive 5 over 2, and the other answer is negative 7 over 2. Again, try, press pause. Each factor equal to 0 and solve it. So I'm going to add 7, and I'm going to divide by 3. I'm going to subtract 2, and that's it. X is by itself, and so I have the two answers, negative 2 and 7/3. All right, turn the page. Here's your last page for your homework. So to solve this, we're going to factor it. So what two numbers multiplied at negative 28 and add to 3? That's 7 and negative 4. They multiply and combine to 3. You need to know your times tables. So one factor is positive 7. The other factor is negative 4. Then we just subtract 7. So one answer is negative 7. Add 4. So our other answer is positive 4. This one, I'm going to factor out a common factor, and then each factor equal to 0 and solve it. So one answer is 0 and the other answer is 1. Number 15, this is a trinomial, and I need to find the two numbers that fit. So see if you can do it. Press pause. That's negative 6 and 3. So those, negative 6 and 3, and then solve it. So add 6 to both sides. Subtract 3 to both sides, and you have your answer. Oh, this is like large. I don't know if I want to do it. 3 times 42. Ew. That's negative 126 and 11. I don't want to do it. What two numbers do it? I know I can if I really, really wanted to. I'm going to... If it was 20 and 9, 18 and, that's what it is, isn't it? I didn't want to do it, but I did. So, 18 and negative 7. I just used numbers that combined to 11 and then hoped it multiplied to 120, which it does. So, it's 18 and that. Now, this is a two-stepper, so we have 18 and we have minus 7. Then I'm going to divide by 3. So I have 18 divided by 3, and I have a fraction. So I'm going to subtract 6, and I'm going to add 7/3, and then you have your two answers. All right, let's try it again. These numbers are smaller, thankfully. 7 times 8. And 15. So guess what? Two numbers, the ones I just used, 7 and 8, and then 7 and 8. So again, it's a two-stepper. So we have 7, and we have 8. Divide by 7. So one answer, subtract 1, and this, just subtract the fraction, and you have your answer. 3 times 10 and negative 11. So they have to add to that. That's 6 and 5, right? So negative 6 and negative 5. Two-stepper again. Last one, right? Let's go. Can you press pause and try? We're going to divide by 3. So 6 divided by 3, add 2. This, you just add the fraction to the other side, and you have your two answers. All right, Mr. G Math over and out. I'm proud of you for doing your homework. Good luck on the quiz.